Welcome to House Edge. Before we start the episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe here on YouTube. And check us out on Twitter, TikTok, and Discord at House Edge Bet. Links down below. Enjoy the show.
Hello, guys, and welcome back to House Edge. We're in the final week of the NFL regular season, week 18. How you doing, Bert?
Doing good. Kind of crazy that we've made it all the way to week 18. Uh, whole season's done. That's wild.
Yeah, we're sitting pretty good going into week 18 in the playoffs. Both well above 500, over 20 units up on each.
Yep. That doesn't include the parlay losses, but even if we take out all of our parlay losses, including college parlay losses, we're still up in NFL.
Yeah, gotta love it. And for our first picks, I'm going to start off into my picks. I'm going to start off with the Vikings plus 2.5. This is a common play for us here. You're going to be taking it on the money line. I just think the Lions are too beat up on defense. In the last matchup between them and the Vikings was very close. I think the Vikings pull it off this time as a divisional matchup.
Yeah, I agree with your reasoning here exactly. The Lions, they just have too many injuries, and they've been skating by against teams that aren't that great. The Vikings are good. I think they're going to take care of business and lock up the division.
Yep, and we also have another common play. We'll both be taking the Bengals. I'm going to take it straight up on the money line. You'll take the minus 1.5 to beat the Steelers. The Steelers have been pretty bad as of late. They're 3 losses in a row. And the Bengals walk in as the hottest team in America right now.
Well. Rob taking the Bengals.
Just trying to curse it.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Bengals do win this game. They're not gonna be the ones to ruin their own destiny, right?
It'd be a very Bengals thing to do.
It
Like
would be the
weeks
most
ago.
Bengals, and I do think I said a couple shows ago that the Bengals are probably going to make it all the way here, and the only thing that doesn't go their way is beating the Steelers.
Yeah, and it's going to be even better because it happens on Saturday before we see the Sunday games.
Yeah.
For the rest of my plays, I'm going to be taking the Texans on the money line versus the Titans. The Texans are going to be playing their starters even though they have nothing to gain. I'm just trying to catch some momentum against the bad Titans team, and I think that's just the opponent you need when you're looking for a pick-me-up.
Yeah, I almost couldn't believe that this line was close to even. I almost took it. I figured the Texans are probably going to pull their starters like halfway through the game or something. I'm just hoping that they can get far enough ahead in the first half. Titans have been playing spoiler the last couple weeks.
Hey, man, Davis Mills may be able to beat Will Levis with a 2-touchdown lead, so I like to play. And then we'll be taking the Jets on the money line, plus 100. This is going to be Rodgers' last game. I expect him to show out even though he hasn't all season. And he's got to be able to beat Tyler Huntley, right?
Yeah, I agree with this play. This is another one of those things that the Bengals need. I hope it happens, and then it comes down to the one last game with Carson Wentz at the helm.
Yeah. And to finish off my plays, I'm going to be taking the Pats plus 3 versus the Bills. Bills are sitting their starter, but the Patriots won't be. I think Drake May can go in there and beat up a backup Bills squad.
Yeah, I think the Pats might win this game outright. The Bills have nothing to play for. They needed the Chiefs to lose last week, and they didn't. I think the Pats can beat the Bills here in a game that they just don't care at all about.
Absolutely.
All right.
And that's lead us up to your plays.
Yeah, going through the plays that we haven't covered already, I'm taking the Chiefs plus 10.5 against the Broncos. I don't even care if they don't beat the Broncos here. 10.5 is just too many points for a quarterback that took a team to the Super Bowl, basically, right? I know he's a backup currently. He's going to try to make a name for himself and try to get a starting job somewhere. He's going to care about this game.
The only thing that I worry about here is the Chiefs are going to be sitting some of their other offensive talents, particularly on the offensive line, and has already been banged up. I don't know if he's going to have the right supporting cast to get him through a good Denver defense.
Yeah, Denver is screaming fraud to me lately.
That's a hot take.
Yeah,
Hot take alert.
they are screaming
I think
fraud.
they'll. I think they'll be able to beat a Carson Wentz Chiefs, unless the
You better
Chiefs
hope
magic
so.
just applies to everybody.
You better hope so.
I better hope so.
And for my next play, I'm taking the Saints Bucks over 43.5. Bucks games are just always high scoring. This game matters to them. They're going to be running up the score against the Saints. 43.5. I think they'll hit that easily.
I like this play. The Saints have been pretty bad, but I do like what we've seen from Spencer Rattler as he come in for Derek Carr. And the Saints are throwing up points. Baker Mayfield's playing at a high level right now.
Yeah. And for the last play, a Saturday game, Browns Ravens under 41.5. I think the Browns are going to put up between 0 and 7 points in this game. And the Ravens, I don't think, are going to care enough to beat them by more than 30.
As risky busy, I can see the Ravens putting up 40. They're on that type of mission right now.
Yeah, it's they just need a win, and that's it. The point differential doesn't matter anymore. So I could see them just putting up 20 and then pumping the brakes against a terrible, terrible Browns team who's clearly tanking, putting DRT at the helm. What are we doing?
Yeah, Jameis Winston should be a starter right now. He gives them a better chance to win, even if he's throwing picks.
Yeah,
At least you're pushing it down the field.
exactly. At least he can throw the football. And moving on to our parlays, I'm going to be taking my first teaser of the year because I just cannot take any of these lines. They're so confusing to me with who cares and who doesn't care the last week of the season. I'm taking the Falcons -2.5 over the Panthers. They do care. Packers -5.5 over the Bears. That's just betting against the abysmal Bears and the Packers who beat up on bad teams. Colts plus 0.5 against the Jags. Joe Flacco Colts is better. And Jets plus 6.5 against the Dolphins. I think they win this game outright. I don't think they'll lose by 7 to Tyler Huntley.
The Jags are gonna beat the Colts outright.
Oh boy, that's the one that loses it.
That's the one that loses it.
Plus 275 for all that.
A Colts team with nothing to play for, who somehow makes a mistake against Jacksonville every other year anyway. I can easily see that being your loss here.
Yeah, you know what? I might just flip the sides of that and take the Jags like plus.
Yeah, take the 10. Take
plus
the 10.
10. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the move. There is a culture problem in Indianapolis.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we got a great head coach as far as his offensive talent is pinned to a clipboard, but they just don't have the culture there.
Anthony Richardson, like I still can't believe this happened. That he just like mid game said, "Coach, I need a breather." What are we doing?
The life of a Colts fan.
Yep.
Oh man, moving over to my parlay. I got a 2-play parlay. I'm taking 2 spreads and wrap them together. I'm taking the Ravens -17 versus the Browns. Go out there, put up 40. Like you said, they're probably not putting up more than 7. And then I'm going to take the Bucks -13 versus the Saints. This is easily a 2-touchdown game for the Bucks over the Saints here.
Yeah, I agree with both of these. I really hope that the Bucks one doesn't happen for a little side bet that I have going on, but I just don't see the Bucks losing to the Saints the last week of the season and not running the score up against them.
Yeah, the NFC South is wrapped up. It's the Bucks. Sorry, man.
Yeah, the Falcons had their chance last week, and they had quite a few chances, and they blew it.
Yeah. I mean, sticking with Kirk too long, so now using your timeouts, so
Right.
many problems from Raheem.
If they benched Kirk 1 or 2 games ago, this I think would have been a wrap for the Falcons. They would have won one of those 2 games.
Yeah, Phoenix was great.
Yep.
And that wraps up our plays for NFL Week 18. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, guys, and good luck on your bets.
Yeah, good luck last week.